In this video, I will show you how to set up your Raspberry Pi and computer to get started doing Node.js development. First off, I will enable SSH on the Raspberry Pi so I can remotely log in and upload files to it. Type sudo raspi-config and hit enter. Go down to interfacing options, select SSH and hit enter. Select yes and hit enter again. While I'm here, I'm going to change my user password since I've not done that yet. Now go down to Finish to exit the configuration tool. Finally, we need to know the IP address of the Raspberry Pi. To find that out, type sudo apt-get show, then hit enter. If your Raspberry Pi is connected via Ethernet, look for the ETH0 entry. I'm connected via Wi-Fi, so for me I look at the WLAN 0 entry. Next to iNet is 10.0.1.214. That's the IP address of the Raspberry Pi on my home network. On Windows there are a couple different options to connect via SSH. The first is PuTTY. Once installed, launch it, enter the IP address of the Raspberry Pi and click open. Enter in your username and password and you're all set. If you are running the April 2018 update or later version of Windows 10, then you don't need to install any additional software. Open the Windows PowerShell and type ssh space pi at the IP address of the Raspberry Pi. For me, that's 10.0.1.214. Hit enter. If warned about authenticity of host, just accept it, and then enter your password when prompted. If you're on a Mac, open Terminal, type in ssh space pi at the IP address of the Raspberry Pi, which again for me is 10.0.1.214. Hit enter and enter your password when prompted. The rest of this video has been recorded from a Mac's perspective. Python is the recommended programming language for use with the Raspberry Pi, but I've never written a line of Python code before. Fortunately, there are other options. I will be using Node.js for this project. What is that, you ask? Essentially, it's JavaScript for the server. If you don't know what JavaScript is, it's what enables all the fancy things you see while browsing the web, like chats, animations, and pages that update content dynamically as you interact with them. In May of 2017, it was estimated that over 94% of the top 10 million most popular web pages utilize JavaScript. You can find the command to install Node.js in the description below this video. Next, we'll install PM2. Once again, the command is in the video description. PM2 is a Node.js process manager. Now we need a tool for editing code. There are many great free options out there, and I will be using one of them called Atom. It is available for both Windows and Mac. So go ahead and download it. Once it is finished downloading, install it and then run the program. Next we need to install an optional package to Atom in order to upload our files to the Raspberry Pi. On the right, under Install a Package, click Open Installer. In the search box, type SFTP and hit enter. Look at the results for Remote-FTP and click the Install button for it. Open a new window to start fresh and let's save the project. Select the location on your computer where you want to store the files. I created a folder on my desktop and named the file server.js. Now that we have our Atom project created, we need to configure the connection to the Raspberry Pi. Under the Packages menu, go down to Remote-FTP and select Toggle, then click Edit Configuration. I copied and pasted this config from the package documentation page and added my Raspberry Pi details to it. Pay special attention to the entry called Remote. This is the path to your user directory on the Raspberry Pi. By default, that would be /home/pi. Once done entering your information, be sure to save your changes. You should now be able to connect and see a list of files on your Raspberry Pi. Next, click on the IP address at the top of the file tree and choose New Folder. Call it Node. This is where our project files will live on the Raspberry Pi. Disconnect from the Raspberry Pi and edit the remote path to now include the /node directory. Save, now connect again. Under the Project tab, find the server.js file, right-click on it, and choose Upload. Now if you click on the Remote tab, you should see the server.js file there as well. Once the file is uploaded, changes you make and then save locally will automatically be uploaded to the Raspberry Pi. I'm going to stop right there. In the next video, we will create a simple web server, and then something a bit more useful. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe for more.